Can all you guys hear me? All right, cool. Make sure you guys can hear me okay as we are going to get started now. It's July 23rd, 2020, and we're just going to hop into this fundamental analysis chat every single day. For the people that are in the premium signals and members, we post this fundamental analysis. So yesterday what was posted was CAD and NZD. We're about to look at these pairs, so I'm just going to read through this really quickly. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's good. Nick just has a headache today, so he's not going to be able to come on. But he's gonna update all his pairs later today. He's gonna throw a video up so you guys are be able to get all the pairs that he follows. So I'm gonna read through this. The Canadian dollar has been pushing to the upside in the last couple days because of the demand for the commodities and the commodity-linked currencies. The University of Oxford has been developing a vaccine for the coronavirus, which is giving investors some hope. We are being patient because the market can turn in a matter of seconds, and obviously the positive headlines are not enough for the Canadian dollar to do big and aggressive moves to the upside. At that point, the most reliable thing that you can invest in and remain in is gold. Remember that the Canadian dollar is heavily dependent on the oil prices because oil is Canada's main export, and that brings most of the money to the Canadian economy. At that point, oil prices are consolidating, but we can see that they're moving as the uncertainty is gone. So basically, we're looking for the markets to turn. We're looking for USD CAD to turn bullish. There's a lot of positive news coming in around those vaccines, all the money that's getting pumped into them. Definitely a big headline yesterday with like $2 billion getting pumped into Pfizer. Let's go to NZD. NZD fundamental analysis. The New Zealand dollar is moving intact with the Australian dollar, because as we know, they both have export-driven economies and they're heavily dependent on China. At the moment, the Chinese economy is recovering from the coronavirus, so we can still see some uncertainty in the investors. Of course, it takes time for an economy to recover. New Zealand dollar is likely to push to the upside due to the positive reports that a coronavirus vaccine is being developed by the University of Oxford. We are waiting for more details about the vaccine and the tests that are made with it. Once the vaccine is ready to be sold or provided to other countries, that will be a big step in the right direction. However, it's still early to say if the vaccine will 100% work, and this is why we were being patient and it didn't enter the market yet. So again, everything really hinges around the vaccines and what's going to happen with that. Let's hop over now to the charts. I'm going to start with USD CHF. We're going to bump up all the way to the weekly time frame. I did some clearing of my charts, did some reanalyzing here, and what I'm seeing is pretty interesting. Pretty much what we're seeing with USD CHF all the way up on this monthly time frame. And again, when I'm doing my top-down analysis, I'm always going to start from the monthly and work my way down. So pretty much what I'm seeing on this monthly time frame is we've got some lows right here. We had this low, and then also we have this low. I'll show you why I put this line right here in a second, but price is obviously basically descending, pretty rapidly all the way down to the weekly time frame. Very, very bearish, but what are we focusing on right now? Right now, at the moment, what I'm personally focusing on is where is this next level of support going to come at? And I was just looking left here, and I was looking at this level of support. More importantly, right here, if we put a little line here, look how this was respected in this area, and then all the way down to this level right here. Look how that was respected. And so now I'm looking for price to come and retest this zone. This is that next zone that I'm looking to get to. Last night, I took a little personal entry on this. As I go down to the 30-minute time frame, I'll show you guys what I was seeing. Basically, this is just very strong bearish trend. We had 30-minute pullback entry opportunity here yesterday in the morning. We went over this during the live session yesterday. And then there was a little bit of a continuation going on here. Basically, I entered on all the way down. I went all the way down to the 5-minute on this. And what I saw was basically this lower high, then this lower high, then this lower high. So a little bit of a descending triangle right here. We had this break of support, retest, bearish variations all the way through, and then another bearish variation right here, and went into, some profit, came back to retest. This was late in the night, and then, went into a good amount of profit, ended up almost, I think we ended up around 2-to-1, ended up around 2-to-1 with this, which was fire. So this was a little trade that I went into last night, kind of just scalping, just trying to get with the momentum of the overall move. But I am expecting this, like I said, to come down to this red line down in this area. So there's no trade opportunity at the moment, but we'll remain patient. And when we get some sort of pullback, we'll look for another entry opportunity there. So this is USD CHF. Again, looking to go short on this. Staying on the lower time frame. So I'm going to put this to this color. Let's go to NZD USD. First, let's go back to DXY. I want to talk about DXY real quick. I want to bump up to the weekly time frame. So we're going to do a fresh top-down analysis with DXY. I'm going to remove all my tools, and we're going to come back on. And I'm just going to start all the way from the top, and I'm going to come onto the line chart. I'm going to remove all of these. Boom. And again, if you guys want to enter in the giveaway, just put in the chat your Discord name, so your username in Discord. That's how you're going to be able to be entered into this. So let's go down. I want to look at where are my monthly, key levels for DXY. As I'm looking at this, I'm trying to look at structure. Where exactly is structure? I can see right here, we're looking for one of three situations: touch, gap, or overlap. Right here, we've got the overlap, boom, boom, overlap, tested candles, all the way back to here. This found support in that area as well, support again. So this is a very strong level that we're going to look for price to come to. So I'm going to come on here, go to the monthly, boom, go to this, go to this, boom. All right, so we're going to come up now. I'm going to look for a level really above this area right here, and I see one based on resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support. So there's a lot of indecision around this level, over and over and over again. See how we rejected that level? So I'm going to mark that as another monthly level right there. Boom. So that's our second monthly level. And I'm just going to come on here. Just hold on 1 second. Boom, perfect. All right, so we're back. Now we are back on DXY. Just load this a little bit. All right, cool. So we've got our monthly key levels. Now we want to come on, get our weekly level. So I'm going to come on here, drag this up. Boom. I'm just going to half this, put this right in the middle right there. And if we go back, we can see, as we come down to the weekly time frame, we're going to see how this becomes relevant, but a lot of indecision around this middle level. And I'm going to call this my weekly. Boom. So that's my weekly right there. Got this. Got this. All right, cool. Now we're going to come back on candlesticks. Boom, boom, boom. Down to the weekly time frame. Now let's get an idea, where could we be potentially heading next and grabbing that support that we're looking for? Previously we grabbed a ton of buyers off of this level right here. And if we even come back to this point, we can see we've got resistance, resistance, support. That was all tested. And that is the next level I'm looking to get to, grab some buyers at. this 94, this 94.60 or 94.66 level, 94.70. That is the next level I'm looking to get to find some buyers at. And it looks like we might be able to tap that today. We might be able to tap that area today. But look how overextended this is. This is so overextended right now. I'm expecting DXY to come back all the way up until this level. This is my expectation right now with DXY. We need to obviously see some lower time frame breaks, some lower time frame transitions. As I come down to the lower time frame, more significantly, we need this level to break. More minor, we need that level to break. So we need a little bit more to happen for this to really start to transition. This is still bearish, guys. Overall, this is still very bearish. Until we get some breaks of structure, we have to, based on what it's showing us, it's a bearish trend. So let's go over to NZD USD because this gets interesting. Let's go all the way up to the weekly. So on this weekly time frame, I'm not too big on trend lines, but I like to just use them to visualize, what is this potential move. Right here, if I bring on this trend line, obviously we're testing this right now, but what I'm more focused on at the moment is the idea that we've had some lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we're back in the supply zone. No structure has broken, so the weekly is still overall bearish. We could potentially find sellers here. We could potentially find a lot of sellers in this area. And as I cycle down time frames, I want to just keep in mind, daily time frame, bullish, right? So let's just not take a mental note of every time frame. What is the bias? Weekly time frame, obviously we just went over, is bearish. Daily time frame is bullish, made this high, made this higher low, made this high, boom. 4-hour time frame is bullish. We had this minor little pullback with lower highs, and then we made this high, this higher low, this higher low, and then came up all the way up to this level now. So we're at a high. So with it in mind that we are at this weekly level, this weekly level of resistance right here, I'm looking for something fairly similar to this double top, and then we had this big falling out, right here. I always like to look back at previous situations that occurred and, try to paint a picture of what happened there and could it happen again. This was right in that same area that we're looking in, at a resistance level on the weekly time frame. If I come down to the 30-minute, kind of take a look at what the 30-minute was showing us. Basically, we were in this little bit of a bullish trend, and then this level right here broke. Boom. That level broke. We had the rejection right there. So even if we came in a little bit late, I would have came in, put stops either above this level or up there. Most likely I'd put them above here. We got the good entry. That would have been, risk reward would have been a little bit tighter. Stops would have been a little bit tighter. We would have been into some profits. And then ultimately this thing, needs to pull back again. So the way we would maintain this trade is we would see, let's move this, based on if we get a pullback, which we actually don't. So again, this entry would have been solid. Stops above this level around 50 pips. This trade ended up going up. This would have been 1.45. We could have put stops to break even at that point. If we got the better, the more solid entry more immediately, the risk reward would have been way higher, would have been way greater on this. But the whole idea is that we were at a weekly resistance zone, and then we were looking for the first sign of reversal in that zone. We had this double top, a lot of exhaustion on the higher time frame, boom, up here, and then inevitably this thing fell off. I'm going to look for something similar right now. I'm going to look for, let's go down to the 30-minute. 30-minute time frame. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a clean break of this level. So that means, 2 more candles closing. This candle needs to close below and the following candle. And then I would put my my stops above this level right here. Then where would I start to target? I'd come back up to the 4-hour. I'd target these support levels first down here, and we try to get lower. So this is a little trade idea, NZD USD, but again, DXY needs to reverse. It needs to start breaking this level, these levels first, and then more importantly, this level all the way up here. So DXY has a little bit to prove here in order to, reverse on us. So that's what I'm looking out for with NZD USD. We can be patient on this, wait, for a couple hours today, see how this plays out. But that's definitely a little trade idea. I'm going to move that up. Let's go over to USD CAD. We went over this yesterday, USD CAD. This was our entry opportunity right in this area. Let's come up to the 1 hour. So we were looking to enter right in this area. Obviously went into some profits, up about 1-to-1. So let's talk about this all the way up to the monthly time frame. I've still got my same analysis on this one. I didn't clear it because I actually liked what I was seeing here. But let's just go down time frames. I always want to get sentiment, so I start on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we've got this high right here, and then we're potentially making a higher low now. So this thing is bullish on the weekly. But as I start to focus in on price right now, we had rejection in this monthly resistance level, huge bearish engulfing. Now we're pulling back. This was that area that we previously found a shit ton of buyers in the market. Previously found a shit ton of buyers at this level. So look, previously we're testing really this demand zone right now. We're testing that area. So what I was looking for was I was looking for this pullback, as we broke below this level, and then entry and get lower. And I was looking to take that entry all the way up until this red zone is hit. So we are still maintaining this trade. We're still maintaining this trade into this lower zone. This is just bearish, guys. It's very bearish. Made this low, made this lower high. Now we're just descending further. To take buys on this, a lot would need to happen. A lot of volume would have to kick in to the market. Very similar. So let's look all the way back here. Is we had basically this level all the way down to the 30-minute. Boom. And let's go back. Let's bump up. And this is what I always do. I always look at previous situations, and then I'll look at lower time frames and see how things transition. So basically, we could see something similar to this to happen right now. Is this was in a downtrend. This was trending down all the way on the 1 hour. Basically, was forming lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high. Boom. Had this minor pullback right here, but look how price came into the red zone, grabbed a bunch of buyers, took off. Entry opportunities here were very slight. This was just gone, no pullbacks or anything. I'm anticipating something very, very similar to happen here. I'm looking for price to grab out of this red zone, a lot of buyers, and then I'm looking for us to go bullish, to come back off that level. So that's what I've had on my daily time frame for quite some time. Come to this level, find support all the way near this trend line, and then boom, go buys. So that's what we're sticking with. That's what we're going to move with USD CAD. Let's go over to EU. So EU has continued to be bullish. Let's just go up. I did reanalyze this. And whenever you guys are, I had my monthly and weekly levels on for months. I had them on since March. I thought it was a good time to step back and clear up my charts, redo them so things look a little bit cleaner. And I'm happy with that, how they came out. I'm definitely confident right now. I'm looking at EU, and basically what I'm seeing is overall in the monthly time frame, we are in an uptrend. We had this higher high form, came back, had this higher low form. As I cycle down time frames, even the weekly time frame, we're bullish, very bullish. So almost basically every single time frame right now is bullish. What I'm keeping in mind is where is the next level that sellers could potentially step in. And that's all the way up here, guys. All the way up here at this weekly level, 1.7, 300, 1.700 level. So all the way up really in this zone. So I'm going to drag a little zone across right here, boom. That is where I'm looking to grab sellers in the market. So I'm looking for EU to continue to be bullish all the way up until that level. You know, whether we find sellers right now, we potentially could, but just look at the chart. The chart's very bullish. No opportunities to buy or sell at the moment. You know, we're just waiting on EU. Let's go over now to GU. So GU is actually, this is looking real solid right now. I got the double top up at this level. Price is falling now. This came up at 630. So let's take a look at this monthly time frame on GU. And again, a lot of these pairs with USD, I'm looking for reversal now after these huge moves. Monthly time frame. Let's go like this. Boom. Move it down to the weekly. So I made some of my levels on the weekly time frame on this one right now. And again, I redid my analysis on this. So basically on the weekly time frame, I was looking for rejection of this level right here. And as I come down time frames to the daily, we're seeing a little bit of a double top in this area. This is definitely a supply zone right here. This is definitely a supply zone that we're working in right now. That's where we're getting the sellers at. As I come down to the 1 hour time frame, I was looking on the 1 hour. Really, I need this level to break. This is our previous higher low right there. So I'm always looking for higher lows to break in the market. But more like aggressively on the 30-minute. Basically, we had this level. This is a very minor 30-minute higher low. This level broke support, pulled back, found resistance, entry opportunity with this could have definitely been right here. That rejection stops could have been above here or right above here. You know, would have been already up 1-to-1, and then you're just targeting back down to the support level right there. So this was definitely a potential entry opportunity with GU, and obviously we're finding a ton of volume right now. A ton of sellers are stepping in. I'm looking to take advantage of NU the same way. When NU finally transitions, I'm looking to take advantage of that and get in on a trade with that in the same way. So that's rejecting this monthly level. Where could our next opportunity potentially be? You know, I can't enter anything at the moment. I need some sort of pullback. So we're going to wait on this, wait for a pullback, and I'll drop this in the premium analysis. So if you guys have any questions, you know, Nick can't come on today. He's feeling a little bit under the weather. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to put it into the chat. This is all the analysis that I'm personally going to go over. If you guys want to get in the Discord in the giveaway, then just drop your Discord name into the chat. I'll do the giveaway after this. It's for $25. So we'll get that going. And then, yeah, so just drop your name in the chat. And again, if you guys have any questions about anything, you know, feel free. Now is definitely the time to ask. Let's see. And we've got, so we're doing our sale right now on lifetime membership. It's 40% off. If you guys are interested in joining the team, if you're interested in getting into all the premium channels, you know, in our Discord chat, just shoot me a message. You know, if you guys want a video as to what's actually inside. You know, we're spending a lot of time right now focusing on trading, you know, focusing on people that are inside of the community. And obviously, you know, these live sessions are free. But if you guys want to, you know, get in, go through the course, the videos, it's only for 10 spots. There's 7 spots left at the moment because it's been running for a few days now. So if you guys want in on this, it's $2.99. And just shoot me a message. Shoot me a message after this, and I'll get you guys set up with that. That is currently the only thing that we're promoting right now at the moment, only promotion. So this has been another live trading session. I'm going to get this one posted after, right after this. And again, I'm going to give you guys one more minute, you know, just post your Discord name into the chat right here, and we'll get this giveaway going. This is the last live session of the week. We changed the time to 7:30 a.m. So all the future sessions will be at 7:30 a.m. for you guys. So we're going to get in. I know there's a lot of moves that we've done that have kicked in before we done the live session. So I think 7:30 is going to be a better time. Everyone's just kind of adjusting to that right now. So we're going to pick back up again on Sunday. As always, let's try to finish this week strong. Sunday, we're going to be on for the Sunday Market Blitz at 8 p.m. For you guys that are new, all the analysis will be dropped in this analysis channel for the week. This will be free and also in the Telegram. So I'll see you guys then. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. And thanks again for supporting us here at Forex League.